Lil Dunalin says it needs to stay there.
Yeah.
Lola.
That was bad.
Angie 416S says, hey, John and Trunkies.
Hello to you. All right, let's get this one.
Jody _Bridley 1979 says, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Bubba, the big truck guy, says, hey, everybody. John went to the gas station. He decided to drive off with the nozzle in his car. I guess he didn't think the gas station needed it.
Allegedly.
Lol.
Allegedly.
Bama Roll Tide 66 says, Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Angie 416S says, Merry Christmas Eve, everyone.
Merry Christmas Eve.
Rossick says, you're getting a lot of fireworks out there in Texas.
We will. We definitely will.
6749, Tomboy Robert 6749.
903 Prince Guy says, Santa Claus is coming later on, so we gotta be cool.
We gotta be cool. That's right.
Cherry Cherry says, hi John, Pam and Trunkies.
Hello to you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
5843. I just checked on that.
Auntie M says, I have a feeling tonight will be busy.
Thank you.
Rousack says, people haven't been doing fireworks all night here in AZ.
Oh, that should persist.
443, disregard.
That's gonna stay there perfectly. That's actually a good idea. All right, just getting organized, guys. Switching platforms, switching mics, switching phones around. Get my monitor up so I can see if we're streaming or not.
Gamerage _Zone says, hey big boy, hey ho ho ho.
I wonder if there's a Santa voice.
Jethro Miller says, well, I did it. I gave my nephew $40 in candy in a box for Christmas.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Justifiable 97
I support
says,
that.
starting at midnight in Kentucky, Dewey will now be a felony for everyone, even first offense. Lil Dunalin says, I will be back.
Alright, we'll see ya.
Cherry Cherry says, oh, they will be popping them here as well. I'm surprised I don't hear them. Back.
Alright, now everything, all systems are officially go now. Have the monitor, have the big scanner on, I got the little scanner on, microphone attached, YouTube started, Twitch has started, Kick has started. We're good. Let's go.
BCS Can says Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
For no reason at all, because you don't do anything.
Lissa Wrangle 1 Piax Kitty says, hi everyone.
Hello to you.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, all platforms are a go and the nozzle has been fixed.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Jethro Miller says, I did give it to him. We just got back from family Christmas. My mom was horrified, and my brother just grimaced, and my nephew was fudging stoked.
Well, I support that.
And Tyrant Hunter 1 says, Casper says, I had no voice on TikTok.
Oh, you didn't? Why? That's
Rousack
weird.
says, now calibrating the nozzle. And Tyrant Hunter 1 says, Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Gamerage _Zone says, I had to get unbanned from a chat today because I was explaining how bot buying was and the chat bot was like, shut up. Haley just followed on Kick.
Thank you so much for the follow on
Stream
Kick.
Elements says, Kakasper just cheered 100 bits.
Kakasper with 100 bits. Thank you.
Justifiable 97 says, poor John isn't ever going to unhear this nozzle incident.
No. Never.
The Casper says, I sent Cash App for gas.
Oh, thank you so much, Kakasper. We almost had to pay for an extra nozzle too, but it all turned out okay. Yeah, if you're following on TikTok, what you say should come out of the speaker. So
We'll be at 116 South.
Madison Linmo says, it happens to the best of us, lol. Gammarage underscore zone says, ho ho ho.
602. 32 clear.
Justifiable 97 says, did TikTok allow
We'll
driving?
be at 116
Yes.
South York 1.
Dean Vincent Music says,
Hello, found
hello
that my
everyone.
guys subject change the time. Receive.
I think he said 101 South.
You have me in Freeport. If you want, you can put me at it. Swings left. Go ahead.
46652916. 46652916. Everything clear for you?
212.
Justifiable 97 says, interesting cause, they were so against it, lol.
Yeah.
Odyssey 42 says, Merry Christmas.
I think that pretty much,
2916. 466529.
it almost confirms to me it's under new ownership. Because there's no way we would have got away with that for 3 or 4 days like we have.
Zone says, well, you still can't show screen right, John.
No, I showed the screen, everything. I just
Jack
didn't.
Asper says, Merry Christmas, friends. Wishing you a beautiful holiday and a blessed new year.
Same to you, Kakasper.
Gammarage underscore zone says, must be just getting luck. Knock on wood.
No, I've seen a whole bunch of
Dean
people
Vincent
doing it.
Music says, how was your day, John?
I've seen Repo Man, I've seen other cop watchers doing it, and that's...
Justifiable 97 says, I agree it was always in the terms, but randomly changes,
Yeah.
and no one talk about it going away anymore.
Yeah. No, I've seen it on so many videos, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back for an hour a day. I'm just using it to get more people over here, guys. So a lot of people tell me all the time, oh, I missed you, I haven't seen you live, and I was like, I'm live every night.
$432 Rodriguez at 60%.
Justifiable 97 says, I see truck drivers all the time driving all the time on there.
Yep, me too. Well, I quit their platform because of it.
Houston time 43.
Because of Skelter rewards, actually. Drive safe, will do. But never do anything unsafe. It's against all platform policies.
43, help you. 32.
Justifiable 97 says TikTok is 3070, ain't it?
1185, 1185. Get a friend block.
Gammarage underscore zone says, TikTok is trying to compete with Clapper, but without the nude. Watchin 50 says, easy on the throttle.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, got a little crazy.
460. There's your clear for then.
Bandmum 2024 says, hi John, Merry Christmas Eve.
Boy Zebra, X-Ray Nora, Edward, 10, Charles Adam, 0013. There's your clear for then.
432, go ahead, man.
John King, Boy Zebra, X-Ray Nora, Edward, 10, Charles Adam, 001364.
Cherry Cherry says, talking about being safe, then haul ass LOL.
R60 traffic. Mary Henry Lincoln 3974. Mary Henry Lincoln 3974. I'll be on that way in Mistletoe Street. on a bridge 460 traffic.
460, clear.
Mary Henry Lincoln 3974. Mary Henry Lincoln
Damage
3974.
underscore zone says,
That way
be
in
safe,
the street.
then hits a 10-feet jump law, Jake.
Right.
Watching 50 says, any sighting of the Grinch.
Nope.
High Octane Audit subscribed on YouTube.
Oh, thank you so much for the
BCS
subscription.
Stan says, High Octane Audit subscribed on YouTube.
Hi, Octane Audits. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Back to a Zion Bradley Chamberlain at 239 Bernard and Blue. It's going to be a 2012 Kawasaki motorcycle, black in color. Expiration date July of 2025.
Show that subject in custody. That's what I think.
Also, that driver's license you gave me was clear. No one.
Show that subject in custody.
432.
Traffic.
That way in Mistletoe.
432.
Dean Vincent Music says, sounds like we might have several stops at once.
Yep. And they're all in Lake Jackson. That's why I was kind of...
Zanzibar Victor 2644. Zanzibar Victor 2644. 2000 block north. Rosal Sport Point.
Go ahead with you out.
18832 17.
Zanzibar Victor 2644. Zanzibar Victor 2644. 2000 block north. Rosal Sport Point.
Go ahead with you out.
17918832. 17918832. You just log this flight. We turn over the subject here.
Janine 029. Active 44.
Pacific has an LADO. He's clear.
Dean Vincent Music says, if you come to Angelton tonight, John, I won't be able to come pick you up. I had a seizure today.
Oh, no. But thank you so much for your help yesterday.
Pacific has an LADO. He's clear.
Has to be this way then.
Sorith Pang 8046 says, hey, Office of Grey.
Definitely
Dean
not.
Vincent Music says, you are welcome for the help.
It's Adam 202.
Finish your case number. I'll be en route to location within 95.
Ah, they already arrested him anyway.
432 clear.
Sorith Pang 8046 says, does John has Dr. Pepper again?
I got Monster Coffee.
Finish your case number. I'll be en route to location within 95.
432 case number is 2948. 2948. 432 clear.
Texas Mantheligen says, ah, beer bottle country. It's like you can smell the blueberry pancakes. Bubba Thebig Truck Guy says, John, go give you co-workers some backup, lol. Gunnisage says, hi, John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Hello to you.
Bruja 210 says, hello, everyone, I'm here baking. Dean Vincent Music says, I heard you say you have mustard coffee. I wonder how that would taste, Noel.
Monster Coffee. Monster Coffee. I don't know what it's called. Mean Bean or something?
ODC42 says, I'm making dinner, yay. Texas Mantheligen says, John, did you tell everyone about the gas station incident?
No, I wasn't going to mention it. I wasn't going to bring it up at all. I was going to kind of keep that down low. That's kind of embarrassing. That's almost as bad as falling off my bike. I'll add it to the list with it. I was fumbling. Here's the reason it happened. I was fumbling with figuring out why the voice didn't work, and that's how I got distracted.
says, please tell now.
I drove.
Michelle 210 says, so you tripped.
I drove off with the gas nozzle still in the car.
AV101M says, tell us about the gas station incident.
I drove off.
Watchin' 50 says, do tell.
I drove off with the gas nozzle in the car. Don't worry, there's only like 200 people watching. It was okay. No one knows. It wasn't that bad.
DCI 42 says, LMAO.
Yeah, that happened. So now we had a new thing to add to the checklist. Cars in park, gas
Dean
nozzles
Vincent
out.
Music says, as of January 22nd, 2026, the deal will be done with partnership with a US company. Michelle 210 says, OMG no more Dr. Pepper.
It's Monster Coffee.
Guysage says, I used to work at a gas station. It would happen at least once a week.
I was the once a week person.
Says, oh, hey everyone.
Hello to you.
Strikes of Blue says, did you rip it off?
Yeah, it had a fast disconnect.
Odyssey 42 says, that's like my worst fear. I always triple check the gas tank.
Yeah,
I
no.
bet you're traumatized now.
I am. That's been on my list too.
Says, hello.
Hello.
Texas Mantheligen says, I am currently paying the gas station attendant for the security footage. We'll post it in Discord, edited in ultra slow motion. Gamaraj _zone says, Dear Judge, yes, I've blown up the pump. I have no other words. There is not getting out this one, your one-er.
Wow, look at the Walmart parking lot. It's kind of sad. No one's here, except for the security guy up there, who I do not want to mess with.
Bill McCorker says, was there damage done?
No. Maybe a little scratch on my car. It had a quick disconnect. It's designed for dummies like me. It's designed for dummies like me.
Michelle 210 says 5. Sorith Pong 8046 says John is the news dispatcher, everyone. Cherry Cherik says, of course it's closed.
Right.
Gamaraj _zone says, that's because they shut Walmart down for the night and holiday. Strikes of Blue says Walmart closed at 6.
Oh.
Cherry Cherik says it's closed everywhere almost.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Gunner
why.
Sage says, what shocked me was the amount of people that would drive for an hour, dragging the pump hose down the road.
Oh, no. I immediately stopped. I knew what happened.
Jethro Miller says COVID stole the 24-hour Walmarts where I live. They close at 10 or 11 now.
Same thing here.
Texas Mantheligen says, if you had to have a jury trial over the gas station incident, who would be a jury of your peers?
Not sure.
Would it be 18-year-old Cali girl?
I'm not sure.
Gamaraj _zone says,
FM 2611 near the Dollar General.
Dean Vincent Music says, John, will it be a while until you return to that gas station, LOL?
Metallic gray
Bubba the
color.
Big Truck Guy says, I'm going to write a book just for John Gas pumping for dummies 101.
Unknown license plate.
Cherry
Return
says,
clear.
yep, that happened
2200
lower Walmarts.
The thing about it is the
Right 19 says, hey, don't feel bad. John, I work at a gas station part-time, and last week I had a guy come in to prepay for gas. He came back in asking if we by chance could help him find where the gas went on his new car.
Are you kidding me?
Come to find out it was an electric car.
Oh boy.
Michelle 210 says, I bought myself a nice 16-gallon shop vac today at Home Depot. Got it for $60.
Not bad.
Mark the Mad Shark says, John, are my eyes deceiving me or you back on TikTok after vowing to leave it for good in January?
I'm just using it to promote my other stuff.
Gamaraj _zone says, They used to be 24/7 and still closed for Christmas.
I'm just doing.
Dean Vincent Music says Walmart was talking about stopping being 24 hours before COVID. They just used it as an excuse to start closing.
So I am
Miss
doing.
Girl 82 says, "Hey everyone, Merry Christmas."
Hey, Merry Christmas. So I am
Sorry,
doing.
Pang 8046 says nope.
So I am doing an hour before each stream. I'm going to do an hour on TikTok before I start. I'm doing that to promote these other channels. We got it so we can promote some growth. So I made $1.68.
Sorry, Pang 8046 says, "Check tire, sir."
I made $1.68 from that stream, so that was good.
Correction, Yale Pond and OCD.
458 traffic.
But I heard the follow button go off a few times on Twitch, so
Kim Turner 88 says, "Good morning, John and Chunky's Merry Christmas."
Merry Christmas to you. So I'm going to use their algorithm.
It's the vertical filming for me.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Mark the Mad Shark says, "I see I've still got literally thousands of coins on there. I haven't used one since January in your last TikTok stream, nearly a year ago."
So yeah, we're live every night.
Says, "I'm guessing you won't be streaming tomorrow night."
I am going to stream tomorrow night.
Hey John.
What's the city limits?
Texas Manthelogen says, "Is the jump box located in the vehicle now?"
Practically.
Yes,
Disciple 12 says, "Evening John and Trunkies."
it was by the door.
Vanessage says, "Are you saying we miss an hour unless we go on TikTok?"
You're not going to miss an hour because I'm
Michelle
doing it.
210 says, "Keep doing it, John, when you are on TT. There's over 300 ppl."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're not missing anything because I'm starting it prior to you guys' time. So it's actually extra time on TikTok.
Mark the Mad Shark says, "Good times, then I shall be back in the TikTok lives."
Thank you. Yeah.
Strikes Blue says, "McDonald's about the only thing open."
Yeah, so I'm gonna. You're not losing any time. I'm gonna do an extra hour before the stream, and maybe sometimes after. Maybe sometimes afterwards. When I see I can do my regular stream and not have any issues, I'm gonna come back and try.
Kim Turner 88 says, "John, did you do your sign for John's pickups?"
John's pickups, no.
Sorith Pang 8046 says John is coming to the rescue. Texas Manthelogen says, "John said what happens in TikTok stays in TikTok."
That's right.
No,
And then
not a chance, buddy.
as soon as I started the lives, what happened?
_zone says, "John wants his date money for not just Pam, but the alligator. Double date."
They right when I started my live, that's what I heard. What happened at the gas station? I knew it wasn't going to be a secret. I knew it.
Lil Denalin says, "That's right, like Vegas."
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to stay a secret.
Barney of the Rubble says, "How was your day, cutie? Did you bring Texasman's present?"
No.
Lil Danilin says, "I am trying to help you, John." Texas Manthelogen says, "John, I got you Sex Gator cologne for Christmas.
Stop it.
60% of the time it works every time."
Stop it.
Bubba the Big Truck
Stop
Guy
it,
says,
Anchorman.
"I didn't say nothing about the gas station, LOE." Dean Vincent Music says, "First time ever a tornado warning in Los Angeles, Cali."
All right, reported gunshots at 902 North Avenue J. Do you think it's more than likely fireworks? What do you guys think?
Ticket 1961 says, "Did she say something about someone getting shot?"
They said
Garage
gunshots.
_zone says, "No, we got him the pills."
2414 Kenny Road
There's
90,
an Ellen
2414
says,
Kenny Road
"Gunshots."
90. In front of building 11, the car visor is a female
Barney off the Rubble says,
outside yelling
"Got
and
Prime?
screaming.
Cancel that subscription.
Arguing with
Why
another
settle
female
for
in a
boring
black
cat
car.
videos when you could watch live arrests instead? BCS scanner puts you right in the middle of the action, sirens blaring, justice in motion, and your Prime membership doesn't cost a thing.
That's right.
Jeff Bezos is practically funding your front row seat to real-life law enforcement.
But no
Don't let
commercials.
that free subscription go unused like evidence in a cold case.
Yeah. What he
Dean
said.
Vincent Music says, I bet it is fireworks.
I bet it's fireworks too.
Barney of the Rubble says, join the team. Click subscribe and let's catch some bad guys together. Your Prime, your scanner, your adventure.
Let's do
Texas
it.
Mantheligen says, if it's Freeport, probably Pew Pew. Mets 12 says, John, have you been on the nice list?
I don't know. Not if you ask that gas station owner. If you ask them, it'd be no. Okay.
Yeah.
All I was grateful for is thank God the camera's only in front.
Mets 12 says, did you get banned tonight from one?
Nope.
Barney of the Rubble says, can cops be on the nice list?
I guess so.
Sorithbang 8046 says, John does the gator in your backtrack skill.
I don't
Melanie
think so.
Ship 1784 says, hello John.
Hello, Melanie.
Kim Turner 88 says, if you want to see John's rescue service, palsy, join John's switch. Barney of the Rubble says, you have to pay for the repair, John?
Alright, we got 5 shots.
Kim Turner 88 says, oh, and we never know what's gonna happen one minute, the quackers.
Alright, so now a second caller. Now it's got my attention.
Just responding to that call. I've got a second caller reporting they also heard the 5 shots.
Alright, so now it's getting my attention when you get a second caller.
Texas Mantheligen says, told you so. DJ Skinny Steve says, ho ho ho, let's go. Wicked Clowns 83 says, howdy John.
Howdy. Is that Sienna Villas?
Cherry Cherrick says, in Lake Jackson.
No, Freeport.
Lena
902.
Damon says, we're in Freeport.
902 North Avenue J.
Barney of the Rubble says, poor cutie, you haven't had the greatest of runs lately. Are you okay?
I'm good, I'm good.
Meds 12 says, hope your night is going well, John.
It's going good. Just getting started, I believe.
It sounded like it came from the courtyard of that complex.
Lena Demon says, Sienna Villas.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, Merry Christmas, John Pam and Trunkies.
I once got trespassed from this
Senior
apartment.
Dasher _ OTR says 16. Dean Vincent Music says the shots are in Freeport.
Yeah.
Courtyard of that complex.
Michelle 210 says 16. Sorithpang 8046 says how many minutes are until you get there?
Well, I'm getting maybe 7?
Barney of the Rubble says, can we do a homeless feed, John?
A homeless feed? No.
Mets 12 says, that was when you was in your prime, you're good now.
No,
Leonard Demon says, there's no manager here.
45, take off there.
We have been trespassed from this place before, but I believe it's up, so I think it's been more than a year.
55, 45, take off here.
Gamarage _ Zone says, he will be there in 5. Gas and dash.
Without the nozzle attached to the car.
DJ Skinny Steve says, the shots are probably fireworks. People are popping them off on my side of town too.
Yeah, usually.
It's annoying, but what can you do, LOL? Gamerage _ Zone says, haha. Jethro Miller says, why is there no embedded chats on Twitch? Just curious.
Embedded chats.
There. 1924 checking.
They're fine.
Kim Turner 88 says, is it the place they tried to confiscate Pearl?
Complex. I didn't hear anyone shouting or yelling or Gunshots.
Lil Danilin says, John, don't admit it. Allegedly.
Alright, they're
Barney
already...
of the Rubble says, Ubiquitin released a router about the size of your phone that will give you good Wi-Fi range.
Can you do some research, see if it's better than the Slate 7?
Yelling or getting gunshots. Another resident may advise it sounds more like fireworks.
Alright, they're saying it's fireworks. Can you do some... I have a Slate 7 that I'm going to get configured and put in here. Tell me the difference between the Slate 7 and that router. GLI net
DJ
Slate
Skinny
7.
Steve says, are fireworks allowed down there, John?
Not
Some
really.
cities or counties are different.
Outside of county, yes, and inside of the cities, usually no. Yeah,
Barney
compare...
of the Rubble says, not really, it came out yesterday, so it's hard. Senor-OTR says, let the firework gunshot calls begin.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I'm not... They already called... They're already back in, 10-8, by the way.
X-ray 4680. We'll be on Elm and Azalea on a black Toyota. Overpass on the wrong side of the road, almost into complainant. Clear, clear, switch 11, he's right that he's in Clue and hung up on me.
Barney of the Rubble says, just use what you've got. We can set up a remote session and I'll configure it for you.
Here's just information. I'm like on the 911 caller job on 911. He's right that he's in Clue and hung up on me.
Texas Mantheligen says, John, what's that thing attached to your car? No, not the Starlink.
Yeah, the other
The thing hanging out of you has nozzle.
Yeah, that happens.
Z06, Brandon says, how's it going, John?
Good. I think I'm going to go to Clute instead of Freeport. They already called 10-8 on it, so. Watch how this light right here has a sensor, so it knows immediately someone's trying to turn into Dow. Watch how quick it'll turn when I stop here. Watch it make a fool out of me.
Barney off the Rubble says, it's the Blueberry Pipeline, Texas Mantheligen.
Now it's gonna make a fool.
Ian
See?
Vincent Music says no one wants to really go to Freeport, Lowell.
See? That light, I love that light. All lights should work like that. But it's only like that for Dow. You guys know that, right?
Lil Danilin says that my light.
Yeah, that light, it turns immediately when you get there.
DJ Skinny Steve says, time is money.
Yeah. They can do it for Dow, but they can't do it for us poor people on Main Street and Clute.
Lil Danilin says, that is because it gets dangerous in the mornings. Barney off the Rubble says, hey Brandon. Stream Element says, thank you for following Kristen Hill __.
Kristen Hill, thank you so much for the follow.
Dean Vincent Music says, I've seen it turns fast and don't stay green for long. Breed 110235 just resubscribed.
Thank you so much. We got a subscription, guys.
Stream Element says, Greed 110235 just subscribed for 8 months in a row.
Greed 110, thank you so much.
DJ Skinny Steve
8
says
months in a row.
Sector JG Light is terrible.
Yes, it's absolutely horrible.
What do we think on that name?
I'm still drinking.
06. Brandon says, I'm clocked in Brandon Towing Recovery.
Someone on the, if you go back and watch the YouTube video, someone made a comment. They said that's not
Soros Pang 8046.
That's clear.
Night.
Someone on the video said that's not Brandon, that's so-and-so.
A weather check for facility transfer.
That's what they said on YouTube.
Out of Memorial Herman Pearland Hotel 332, going to Memorial Herman Tansy.
Which I didn't say nothing, because sometimes people use different names for their username.
Z06. Brandon says, I'm out.
Yeah, it says that's her friend. If you go back and look at the YouTube video, you'll see the comment.
Gamarage _zone says, oh, so they're doxing now.
Yeah, so the thing is...
Benwild 202567 says, hey everyone.
Hey, so I just ignored it, right? Like I didn't say anything. I was like, you know what? I never said, hi Brandon, it's nice to meet you. So I was like, I don't know. I think it was Brandon.
Ben Wild 202567 says, at my grandma's for Christmas Eve, we were playing this left, right, center game, and I got $101.
Dang.
Sorif Pang 8046 says, no, it's called John Recovery Towing. 06 Brandon says, right, hello. Barney of the Rubble says, we have it well established that YouTubers aren't smart.
Well, I'm just telling you what the...
Z06 Brandon says, I don't even pay the troll attention.
There you go. That's the way, and that is the way. You guys see I'm an expert at that, right? Like when you make unpopular content like I do, you cannot mess with the trolls. It'll only get worse.
Attention, Freeport EMS. Attention, Freeport EMS.
Benwild 202567 says, then we got home at like 9:30. Then I took a shower, then I had some strawberry cheesecake.
First call, first time, report on at 22:16.
Sorith Pang 8046 says, this is John Recovery. May I help you? Barney off the Rubble says, lies John, you engage with me all the time.
No, stop it.
RTK underscore 1414 just resubscribed.
Thank you so much.
Stream
RTK.
Element says, RTK underscore 1414 just subscribed for 11 months in a row.
11 months in a row.
Dean Vincent Music says, in Longview, Texas, they put someone in jail today for lounging in a public space. So stupid.
Wow.
Ben Wild 202567 says, I am drinking So Coke right now.
Okay, I'm trying to see.
DJ Skinny Steve says, we on the block.
So there was a cop over there.
Barney off the Rubble says, that right turn is called a Grand Canyon maneuver if I've ever seen one. Gamma underscore zone says, I'm Will Smith, and you know the line about our names. Yeah.
Oh, look at this, guys.
Inferno 88 says, wonder how many times Texas can get dressed today.
I am the best cop watcher in the world.
Ben Wild 202567 says, the gas here is $2.64.
Guys, am I not the best cop watcher in the world?
Says, sup?
I was watching the other side of the road. These guys are right behind me. Welcome to the best cop watcher in the world. These guys are right behind me.
That's clear.
The best cop watcher.
Texas Mantheligen says, I hope I'm off duty. Mets 12 says, give this man a raise. Barney of the Rebel says, is it illegal to have a strobe light on them?
I don't know.
DJ Skinny Steve says, Sector JG compromised.
Yes, it's definitely not clear, guys. It's definitely not clear.
Ben Wild 202567 says, you should go ask them and see if they're having a good Christmas Eve.
You know what? The thing is they're just sitting there.
Says, thank you for following Alien underscore Tiki over 573.
Alien, thank you so much for the follow.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, best cop watcher in the world, but can't take the nozzle out of his car. Hello.
Allegedly.
Strikes of Blue says, the block is red hot.
It's definitely red hot. If your tags are out, go to the Chevron on the other side. Now, I'm not going to stir them up. If they're sitting here doing nothing, why would I stir them up? That's like kicking an ant bed and then complaining that you got bit by the ants. Oh man, I don't like this.
Mets 12 says, did that happen tonight on live that you forgot to do that with the gas?
Yes, it did on TikTok. Luckily, it went down already. Luckily, it went down. If I had been on the other platforms, it'd be forever.
Barney off the Rubble says, does the hose reconnect, or do you have to get them a new one?
No, it's just it's a quick disconnect. Like it's designed to just come off, so. And I didn't steal the nozzle, I brought it back. I even reconnected it.
Dean Vincent Music says, I bet someone saved it, John.
I hope not. All right, Sector JG is definitely compromised.
Mets 12 says, damn, you pissed them off.
No?
AD 101M says, Officer Gray, why didn't you pull your squad car next to your co-workers to hear?
460 checking.
They're fine.
We're good.
Told you.
Well, Davis95 says, you were just being quality control and making sure the disconnect worked
That's
properly.
right, and it did, and it did. I'm happy to
Barney
report.
Off the Rubble says, did you tell them if they put $10 credit on the pump, you'd even test the reconnected hose to ensure it's not leaking?
That's right. I was already full.
Texas says he's taking you in circles.
No, they're all circling here for some reason.
12 says, can you go ask them if they want blueberry pancakes?
No, they're all circling, so there's something going on.
Gamarage_zone says, you not the first one to do that. My
Yeah.
Favre YouTuber saw a person do it, but when it pulled off, it was dripping gas. Bob Derima, DJ Bob, subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you so much for the subscription over on YouTube.
Fan says Bob Derima, DJ Bob, subscribed on YouTube.
See what I mean?
Vincent Music says, thanks for the sub, Bob. Texas Mantheligen says, when the hose disconnected, John yelled, this is just a drill.
See? One's going that way, one's going this way. Let's follow this one. I think I want to follow this one.
Barney Off the Rubble says, how can it drip gas? For something to drip, it has to be a liquid, not a gas.
Yeah.
Texas Mantheligen says, he needs brake pads for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the other one. This one.
Mets12 says, John loves following his co-workers.
Stop it.
The Laidback Squirrel says, Merry Christmas, alligator fans. Oh, hey, John. Odd to see you here. Hello, hello.
Coming out of Memoriam and
Gammon
Katie
Underscore Zone
Hotel
says,
1
how to
to
get
2
behind
going
John.
to Memoriam
Let's
and
do Christmas
Katie.
till we do, JK.
This was day 7.
AD101M says, yes, John, follow me. I'm the decoy.
No, there's another one that went the other way.
Barney Off the Rubble says, why was that guy behind the bins?
I don't know. Probably taking his trash out. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Oh, hell no.
Strikes of Blue says, half of the internet is down right now.
Is it?
AWS is down.
Oh, man. Then I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch goes down. I gave him...
Vincent Music says John Bob Derima is a new sub on YouTube.
Thank you so much for being... If you are new here...
Texas Mantheligen says, John, what is the mascot for Brazosport Community College again? Barney Off the Rubble says, pull up next to them and see if they chat.
No, they're working right now. I would hate to interfere with anything. Gosh.
The Laidback Squirrel says, why don't you mind your own business, Barney? Let me take out my trash in peace. Bubba Thebig Truck Guy says, follow me, John. Nobody will ever know you're really my co-worker. AD101M says, guy behind the bins here. I was hiding from Officer Gray and his co-workers.
Stop it. I'm not a cop.
Bandmom 2024 says, the mascot for the college is the gator.
Good.
Dean Vincent Music says, ain't their mascot named Bob?
811 Masonic Oak Drive. 811 Masonic Oak Drive. Have request for ambulance there. 38 female. 38-year-old female took 20 Advil PM with a lot of alcohol.
Good.
I'm going to be off primary time for EMS now. 811 Masonic
What were the
Oak
numbers again?
Drive.
Barney Off the Rubble says,
811
the
Masonic
Laidback
Oak
Squirrel, why
Drive.
are you squatting
Have
there?
request for ambulance there. 38-year-old female took 20 Advil PM with a lot of alcohol. I'm going to be off primary time for EMS now.
Mets12 says, did you get a degree from there
Master,
because
what were
you
the
love
numbers again?
gators so much? Texas Mantheligen says, John said that mascot better quit playing.
811.
Barney Off the Rubble says, can a squirrel squat?
I think so.
Gunnisich says, did someone get ambulance drunk?
I think so. There's not
Attention,
Doesn't sound like a good
ambulance
combo.
requested at 811 Masonic Oak Drive. 811 Masonic Oak Drive. 38-year-old female took approximately 20 Advil PM with a lot of alcohol. They advised to see if conscious and breathing.
Barney Off the
Time
Rubble,
zone
I was meeting a gator
2225.
behind the dumpster. Don't tell John. Barney Off the
On
Rubble
Victor
says, can an
12,
alligator
Tom
squat?
2854 Gray.
Chapman 1086 says, are they plate scanning?
No, I think they're actually looking for something. I don't know because this shift doesn't say anything on the radio, so.
Aaliyah Davis subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you so much, Aaliyah Davis.
DCS
Welcome
Gang
in.
says Aaliyah Davis subscribed on YouTube.
Aaliyah Davis, thank you so much.
Dean Vincent Music says my membership.
Thanks, it's received.
Alan Blevins I3S says Merry Xmas to all and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
That's it.
07, I'm out.
AD 101M says Frankie here. The kitty would make a wonderful Christmas present.
I've
Dean
seen two of
Vincent
them.
Music says thanks for the sub, Aaliyah.
07, I'm out.
Ben Wild 202567 says, is it C notes or no?
Yes, sort of. Sort of. It's not the same shift, but,
Strikes of Blue says, they looking for something.
yep. It's not the same shift, they
Barney
just do
Off
it
the Rubble
differently.
Says, do they keep chirping their siren? Claston 72 says, evening, John.
Good
How are
evening
you
to you.
doing tonight, sir?
Wonderful. I'm
Merry
living the dream.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Dinner
Right.
Vittorio 9249 says, hi, John. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good
Merry
evening.
Christmas. T-Laid Back Squirrel says, I hope they find what they are looking for. This is annoying me. Lol. Dritch Official says, hey, John, how are you doing tonight? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Stream Element says, Claston 72 just cheered 6 bits.
Thank you for the 6 bits,
Rich
Claston.
Official says, I can't type right now, LOL.
Now.
It's just information. I'm on Meteorworks slowing down and speeding up the calls to everything else in the background. I did hear someone in the background advising that they're driving a red car. That's all I can do.
Pay no attention to the red car.
15 became a member on YouTube.
Thank you for becoming a member.
Mets 12 says, not the dumpsters again, lol.
I'm hearing the driving a red car. You do.
Dean Vincent Music says the red car ain't doing anything.
He didn't even do nothing. Oh man, I don't like this coming up parking lot. But
Mets 12 says, that's just Santa, leave that red car alone.
they didn't even do nothing.
Barney Off the Rubble says, the laid-back squirrels, was that you lying along the fence line? Sorithpang 8046 says John new subscription bonded.
Thank you so much.
Bubba the big truck guy says, Deputy Gray, what are you looking for?
I am not a deputy.
Bob Dorima 5015 says, thanks John for helping me recall my YouTube password.
Hmm?
Go ahead. It's going to be National Park, 300 Depot Center Boulevard at the bridge. Call subject left his home. 149 copy welfare concern. Confirmed himself and his phone location showing at the bridge for over an hour. He did leave with a rope.
Ugh.
It's going to be National
Ryan
Park.
152793 says, hey, like for kid to give candy to. Barney Off the Rubble says, wham bam, it's the Pam. Ryan 152793
At the
says,
bridge for
he
over an
looking.
hour. He did leave with a rope.
Hmm.
Clear 3052.
10-1.
Texas Mantheligen says, that wasn't a good call.
No.
Tiki Cat 1961 says, hi Pam, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Pam is in here.
903 Print Guy says, hi Pammy, got China Max in the fridge?
We just ate China Max.
Zone says, magnet fishing is a thing, guys. Chapman 1086 says, Merry Christmas, Pam. Sorithpang 8046 says, thank you, Offer Gray. Kim Turner 88 says,
From
oh.
her phone where it's pinging.
Bob
She's
Derima
texting National
5015
Park in
says,
the bridge.
have any cats been harmed in the filming of this cop watch?
Nope.
The laid-back squirrel says, everyone be cool, the boss is here. Barney off the rubble says, does the voice chat have AI?
Seeing it from her phone
Does
where
the
it's
voice
pinging,
chat have AI?
She kept saying National Park
Yes.
in the bridge.
Gamaraj
it's all
underscore
AI.
says, ho ho ho, the big man is working.
Yeah, it's all AI.
She's going to be at apartment 301, 821 East House, apartment 301.
I got a ping from AT&T. It's now pinging in Angleton.
Dean Vincent Music says, will this cop lead you to Gator Alley?
49 if you want to make contact.
It's now pinging in Angleton.
Start checking the port.
So I bet this is the same call. This is related to the same call that we just heard, which I'm not going to repeat.
Chapman 1086 says, Pam enters and the crowd goes wild. Lamau.
Yeah, she's got more fans than me. Yeah, I think this is... Is this related?
That's clear. Can you see if they want to confirm?
Bob Derima 5015 says, John is walking the dog.
Are you going to want to meet? Or...
Barney off the rubble says, Pam, what street did John live on as a kid?
Stop it. Don't tell them, Pam. Don't tell them. They're trying to get my passwords. They're trying to get my passwords.
Simple.
Hey, Pam.
Don't tell them. They're trying to get my passwords, Pam.
Okay.
Also be aware if they ask mother's maiden name.
Kim Turner 88 says, that poor man, John.
Yep.
Bubba the big truck guy says, Pammy is the star of the show. John's just here, lol.
That's right. I'm just the guy driving.
Show me Ad Park.
No, it's not related.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, hello, John.
Hi, Bayou.
Do we have a name for the subject?
I failed to get that. I'll contact now.
Texas Mantheligen says, Pammy, we've heard so many great things about John's favorite teacher. What was that teacher's name again?
We don't give teachers names.
Barney off the rubble
Pam.
says, I could just take your phone number and do it that way too, cutie.
Don't give them the
Bob
teacher's
Derima
name.
5015 says, hey, John. Somewhat new here. Can you explain the alligator joke?
It's...
Kim Turner 88 says, oh, we need to know where Mum's basement is, please.
So, the alligator joke is I asked when alligator mating season was because cops are mean, or alligators are mean during mating season. So apparently now I have an attraction to alligators.
301.
Because I asked when alligator's mating season was.
7507, any update on EMS?
Good amount.
Gunnisage says, John can't be honest about gators in front of Pam.
Stop it.
49, she's going to meet you outside.
Bubba, the big truck guy, says, Pammy, I've heard a lot of good things about the hospital John was born. Can you remind me of what hospital that was? Texas Mantheligen says, John will explain to you the alligator joke using this gator stuffed animal.
Be around back up here.
Barney, off the rubble, says, Pammy 9588, do you feel betrayed and cheated on by the amount John loves and adores alligators?
Alright, I'll be on second. I can bike still bridge.
Chapman 1086 says, if you don't learn something new here every day, you're not paying attention. Lowell. Stream Element says, DJ Skinny Steve just cheered 100 bits.
With the 100 bits, thank you so much,
Roadlocker
DJ
1
Skinny
says,
Steve.
Where are we at tonight?
We're in Clute.
Mets 12 says, so John, when is alligator mating season?
No one could answer me. So, I mean, they did, but I was everybody got confused with. Well, I got distracted, sorry.
Have them check his home address. We're contacting AT&T.
Gunnisage says, for John, it's year-round.
Give Ingleton the information on the live thing so that they can...
Barney or the Rubble says, if John was in Australia, he'd be trying to hop into a kangaroo pouch.
She is passed out, but she is breathing. Go ahead. Passed out, but she is breathing.
Benwell 202567 says, always film 50.
Always.
Sorry, we'll be out on that subject.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, alligator mating season kicks off with courtship in April, leading to actual mating in May and June, a period when they're more active and territorial, so caution around water bodies is advised.
See?
Females build nests in late June, early July, laying eggs that hatch in mid-August to early September.
And that's why I wanted to know.
Bob Dorima 5015 says cross-Canadian ragweed says the alligators are mean. They ate up all the seeds.
It's a good song. You got me wanting to hear that song now.
Gamaraj_zone says, alligator mating season typically occurs in the spring, with the following timeline. Courtship begins in early April. Mating takes place in May and June. 4. After mating, females build nests in late June to early July. 1. This period is marked by increased male activity as they compete for female attention. Kim Turner 88 says, how many did John tell you about his new co-workers?
I work alone.
Your AT&T can transfer that to Ingleton. They're going to be the ones that need that update every 15 minutes. 06.
AD101M says Crab here. What's next? John will want to know when we mate. Bob Dorima 5015 says tough crowd, huh John?
Yes, it's a tough crowd.
Barney off the Rubble says, Bubba the Big Truck Guy that isn't 100% correct. When John makes mating calls, it provokes the alligators to try and mate him. This can occur any time of year, usually after dark.
I just wanted to know when they were...
Gamarij_zone says, bid you to w.love.gratoireland.
I just wanted to
Kim
know...
Turner 88 says, they like blueberry pancakes too, just like John.
I just wanted to know when they were more aggressive. That was it. Because I saw a video that said they were more aggressive during mating season, but they didn't tell me when that was. And then it just got weird. Just got weird since then.
It's going to be 122.93. 122.93.
Texas Manthelogen says, everyone needs to stop being so judgmental about John and the Gators. He was just trying to get some tail.
Dun-dun-dun.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, Amy rumor has it John is the new police chief of Clute PD.
That's not true.
He drives around to monitor them and make sure they're doing their jobs of writing tickets for the city revenue.
That's not true.
Barney off the Rubble says, did you just want to know if Jose Pipe Quick Connections worked also?
Yeah, no,
Bob Dorima 5015 says this stuff is better than TV.
No, that was an accident.
Listen Music says John cold weather to return next week for a couple of days. Tuesday could be 32 or colder.
Oh no.
Gamaraj_zone says their mating session is when the pill is active. Dean Vincent Music says, John, did you contact the guy from the card you got at DG?
Card, I got it. Oh, no,
Barney
I figured I messed with that after.
Spammy when you buy John clothes. Do you have to buy him means tops and kid-sized pants?
Oh, boy.
Bob Durham 5015 says, any movement on becoming Judge C notes?
I don't know. I'd have to move and everything. It would be fun, though, because I'd win.
Texas Manthelogen says, it has been said that with millions of years of evolution, the alligator is the ultimate predator. John says, hold my beer. AD101M says I'm going fishing in the morning. If I catch a gator, I'll keep him until the weather gets to 32 next week so you can mate.
Stop it.
Tony Dealminder 3 says, hey John, hey Pam, I'm back.
Hey, Tony.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Wonderful, how are you?
Stream Element says, thank you for following Nelson.
Nelson's, thank you.
Dean Vincent Music says you win without much of a campaign.
Yeah.
You can go there, head into the city. That red vehicle?
Red vehicle.
Tony Dealminder 3 says, I'm doing...
Trying to figure out why they're looking.
M_right19 says, John, do you look for it to get busy tonight, being that it's Christmas Eve? Auntie M says, it's always red. Gamarage_zone says, Gratoir Mato Beta.
Oh.
Stream Element says, Tony Dealminder 3 just cheered 30 bits.
With the 30 bits. Thank you, Tony.
Clear on minor. There.
Bob Dreamer 5015 says early bar night. Not much crime likely.
Yep.
We're under 108. Can you call me?
Stream Element says M_right19 just cheered 20 bits.
M_right, thank you. 20 bits.
Okay,
Early bar, yeah.
Clear that gate.
86, we all covered.
Stream Element says, Auntie M just cheered 100 bits.
Auntie M with 100 bits. Let's go. You guys are going to trigger our hype train pretty soon.
Stream Element says, Mark the Mad Shark just cheered 100 bits.
Mark the Mad Shark with 100 bits. Thank you.
Stream Element says, Texas Manthelogen just cheered 100 bits.
Texas Man, thank you.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Bayou.
Bring in the salt stretcher. Bring in the suction. Get around 28.
Yes, sir.
166750. 166750.
Okay.
Robert Tom Young, 8184. Here. Robert Tom Young, 8184. Robert Tom Young, 8184.
Ilmacoca says, Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope everyone has a wonder day.
You too, Helma.
Intelligence says, have you turned the central AC on this late in December? Well, I'm not a fan of that.
Ramirez Aguilar, other group. Anyway, return comes back to a 2018 Chevy 4-door white color, registered to Ellipse, Ramirez Aguilar, other group. On Robert Tom Young 8184 comes back to a 2018 Chevy 4-door white color, registered to Ellipse, Ramirez Aguilar.
There's a trailer back here, so it only contact the
Robert Tom Young 8184 comes back to a 2018 Chevy 4-door white color, registered to Ellipse, Ramirez Aguilar.
Firework noises coming from there.
Stream Element says, Auntie M just cheered 20.
ATM with 28 bits.
Trailer park off Mesquite. Firework noises coming from there. Another updating. Clear.
Registration shows 8207.
Bob Dorima 5015 says you should trade in the soft top for a Zeal 1.
I'm gonna ride this thing till it falls apart.
I'm coming to you, read that.
I'm just glad whoever invented the quick disconnect, I thank you.
Chapman 1086 says, hopefully Santa don't snort all my nitrous before it gets here. Michelle 210 says -1. Bob Durham 5015 says I rented a Blackwing in Florida. Now I want one for Christmas. Stream Elements says Peachy 1121 just subscribed.
Thank you, Peachy.
Stream Elements says Illibird's just subscribed.
Thank you. With the subscriptions, thank you.
Stream Elements says Castor Die just subscribed.
Castor Die.
Stream Elements says Tube and Knuckle just subscribed. Stream Elements says Gifsters just subscribed. Bubba, the big truck guy says, don't worry, Jarl Kloot PD will look out for Chief Grey. He will be getting a new patrol car here soon. Kim Turner 88 says,
Texas Man the Legend. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, Texas Man.
Auntie Am says, W Texas Man.
Let's go, W Texas Man. Thank you so much.
Texas Man Intelligence says, Merry Christmas all.
Thank you so much.
Angie 416S says, W Texas Man. Tiger Cat 1961 says, Woot.
That's good. Bigger Twix. She only gave me a partial license plate of William Henry Williams. Those are the first three. She only gave me a partial license plate of William Henry Williams. Those are the first three.
Country Boy 23,123 says, I still can't get over the cop that won't argue with you, LOL.
Which one?
Country Boy 23,123 says, do you know who I am? I'm John fucking Gray.
That's right.
Country Boy 23,123 says, the one that wanted to tell you that the computer is private to stand back.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. Little does he know that the resolution of my camera can't pick that up unless I zoom in and focus on it, which I wouldn't do.
Says, not even no ditch bangers out tonight. Stream Element says, Tony Dealmider 3 just cheered 49 bits.
Thank you for the 49 bits, Tony.
But the big truck guy says, welcome to the red light show. All red lights all the time.
All the time. All red lights all the time.
Texas Mantheligen says, Mrs. Legend just completed the Christmas miracle. Tree was empty when the little legends went to bed. And now the area is fully packed with her meticulously wrapped gifts.
Probably.
It's quite a sight.
Probably while you were in the bathroom,
Melanie
Santa Claus
Sheep
came.
1784 says, my ankle is so sore after that cortisone shot.
Oh. It's probably Santa Claus came while you're in the bathroom.
Tony Dealmider 3 says, always film 50.
Be advised, this individual's last known address is in our city. Be 708 Long Star Trail.
Tony Dealmider 3 says, did we see Frankie this week on the road?
We haven't seen him in a while, actually.
Texas Mantheligen says, there was a lot of presents she had to carry. Trust me, she let me know about it.
Oh.
Melanie Siep,
You better go help this legend.
1784 says, I hate Christmas because all it is a money grabber.
And stressful.
Medications are be aware that the patient ran away.
Be aware that the patient ran away? Be aware that the patient ran away. That's in Sweeney.
Texas Mantheligen says, she told me I spoil these girls. I told her that is my job.
Absolutely.
Mitigate, do I need to turn out the Zoria
Melanie
fire?
Ship 1784 says, yeah, and that too, I really hate
We
Christmas.
found her. Mitigate, you send PD down
Fighting
here.
Preppers one, oh good.
All right, so
Mets 12 says, who the hell is Frankie?
Frankie is a coyote. He's kind of the, well, until the alligators took over.
No, that's not the exit.
Frankie is our,
Country Boy 23,123 says, beware that the patient ran away.
They're on their way back to the resident at Borex.
all right, so Sweeney had an EMS call.
be advised, I spoke with the caller. He said it was his friends and it was a prank.
Oh.
They're on their way back to the residence at Forex.
Oh boy.
Tony Dealmider 3 says, Frankie's in the trunk, John with us.
Okay, good, good. I didn't see him hop in.
Country Boy 23,123 says, it was a prank.
Okay.
Mets 12 says, cops fixing to show up now.
They're not big fans of pranks.
Country Boy 23,123 says, you don't do a prank like that. It will get you in trouble. Leslie Swaggy says, what is happening?
Clear.
I don't know the details, so somebody pranked the cops, I think. Or
Am Ullerman says, what's going on in Sweeney?
so there was an EMS call. The person, they said, be advised the patient ran away. And then a few seconds later, they said, we found him. And then they said, do you know you're just throwing out fire? They said, no, can you send the police here? That's all I know. I'm waiting to hear traffic. They're gone again. They were gone again. I mean, it's not a crime to refuse EMS.
Ullerman says, oh, wow.
It's not a crime to refuse EMS, just so you know.
Barney off the rubble says, what's the color of a 2-cent piece? Copper, cobbler. Country Boy 23,123 says, you got the address there.
Yeah, I'm not going
to says, only in Sweeney.
Reported deceased.
Go ahead.
Texas Mantheligen says, I acquired this here. I use a shopping app that tracks the products I want and notifies me when it's at its lowest price across the retailers. I stashed them in a Harry Potter closet until Christmas. Might have gone a little overboard all year, but a deal is a deal.
That's right.
Lil Dana Lynn says, did he just said reported not living?
Yes. And I don't know what call it
Leslie
was.
Swaggy says, I'm thinking cops will be at my neighbor's soon.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the. He said hold on, so I'm waiting. That's why I
Stream
told you
Element
guys.
says, TVHTV just raided the channel with 81 viewers.
Thank you so much, TVHTV. Thank you so much. 81 viewers.
Stream
Welcome in,
Element
guys.
says, Tony Dealmider 3 just cheered 27 bits.
Thank you for the 27 bits, guys.
Michelle 210 says 5.
Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We listen to the scanner. We record police interactions. Hit the
Stream
follow button
Element
for
says,
me.
Tony Dealmider 3 just cheered 37 bits.
Shout out. Thank you for the raid. Also, thank you for the 37 bits.
Clear. What's the last name? Go ahead.
Texas Mantheligen says, welcome in Raiders.
Yeah, if you could do a shout
Michelle
out.
210 says, was it the 38-year-old from heavily drinking took 20 advice PMs?
I don't know which one it was. That's why I'm not going to
Babylon
say.
Bab says, John, Pammy,
Clear.
and
What's the
Trunky,
last
much
name?
love.
10-4, stand by.
I'm not going to say because I don't know which call it was in reference to, so I'd rather not say.
Bamaroll Tide 66 says, welcome to the trunk.
That's why
Kim Turner 88 says, welcome in Raiders.
welcome in, guys. Yeah, I don't know what
10-4, stand by.
I don't know what call it was in reference to.
Stream
So.
Element says, thank you for following Goku Onu.
Thank you so much for the follow. What were you guys streaming over there?
Clear copy.
How was the stream? Texas man, do you know how to do a shout out?
Stream Element says, monkey_bone 007 just cheered 45 bits.
With the 45 bits, thank you.
Babylon Bab says, let's go.
Just so that she
Hammer Lemon says, it's crazy that you sad things happen on holiday.
That's what most of the
Texas
calls are,
Mantelligence
honestly.
says, I do not.
I think you just
Chapman
put,
1086 says, Merry Christmas Babble.
I think you put the @ symbol.
Says, meant a lot of sad things.
Yeah, and I think you put the @ symbol and then shout out, and then the creator's name, I think. We rarely get raids, guys. We got company. We have to be on our best behavior. We have to be on our best behavior. We got company. Shove everything under the couch. We got company.
Tony Dealminder 3 says, we always do a great job, John. I know that, LL.
I'm afraid now. I'm very afraid.
Babylon Bab says, Merry Christmas, Farragut. Kim Turner 88 says, define best.
Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Gasper says, we are always on our best behavior. Lena Demon says, Tofstili said scam baiting crowd.
Scam baiting crowd, okay. Did y'all catch
Dean
him?
Vincent Music says, John, you should do the gas pump thing again for the new people.
No, we're not doing that. That was an accident.
Gunnisage says, John has us locked in the trunk. We've been trying to escape for months.
Someone asked if you could get out for Christmas. I'm going to let everybody out for Christmas. But you better be back here tomorrow.
She thinks 30 years from that suspicious
And then the road star? Roadster.
602.
I'm not sure. She said Roadstar.
And then the Roadstar?
Roadstar. It's going to be in
Roadstar.
over there by the City Diner, Food City Diner.
I see him.
And that new convenience store that just built right down the corner. 602, I'm not sure.
Stream Element says, Tony Dealminder 3.
It's going to be in Food City Limit over there by the City Diner, Food City Diner. And that new convenience store that just built right down the corner.
Element says, that's so sweet and thoughtful.
It's going to be in front of Food City.
Tim Turner 88 says, it is Christmas in UK. We are 5 hour in LLA.
Well, I'm not sure what's going over here
Chapman
in front of
1086 says, so who lives the farthest away? I'm at 1399 miles. Tony Dealminder 3 says, the scanner is going crazy right now.
All right, guys, we got to make sure we don't hit the speed bump.
Merliman says, well, you will get there.
Uh-oh, we got a fleet crash. How you guys doing? What happened? How you doing? This is not good. Sir, your tire fell off. Was it the bump?
You should be back in.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, shit happens, man. This is why we get insurance. You mind if I check your eyes real quick? Just, can you just look right here? Just can you just look right here? Just for a second? I think you're good. Dude, I actually feel bad for you, man.
Good. Well, we're gonna go home, right?
It was them squeaky brakes. Were you the one with the squeaky brakes? It could have been the squeaky brakes. No, that was that one with. Which was the one with the squeaky brakes? Guys.
Hey, you can check on. I must have hit it right through, and then when I was turning, it grabbed it, pulled it, and then of course that.
Dude, I was following you for like 30 minutes too. I could have had the ultimate footage. It wasn't 30 minutes.
This is gonna be 100 watts. Technically, food sheet is gonna be 113C, 113EA. It's all the sweeps use at 113.
I think it has something to do with this pole. That's my investigation. Investigation over. Hey, it could have been worse. You could have ran into me. That did happen before.
Show me back out at this address. Earlier she ran off, refused service, and the husband can't find her. She's highly intoxicated.
All right, the EMS patient took off again in Sweeney. Search continues.
She ran off again. I thought Medicaid was not with her.
I told you she was going to run off again.
Yeah, she ran off again.
Yeah, she ran off again. All right.
Perfect.
Hey, you want to hear what I did earlier? I was getting gas. Guess what I forgot in the gas tank? The nozzle. On live stream with 300 people watching, man. So. That's gonna buff right out. Are you thinking you're gonna give him a warning? Oh, okay, okay. I was just checking. It's private property. She can't cite him on private property. Is it Wacky Warning Wednesday? It is Wacky Warning Wednesday. I think we've seen all we need to see here.
M_right19 says I have actually had this happen to me.
Dude.
I broke a tear rod, not fun.
Yeah, no, I've
Will Donnellan says drug screen.
drug screen. Yes. That's my worst fear is running into one of those
Texas
poles.
Man the Legend says is Officer Light Pole okay? A Ross 2K19 says he may need a ride law. MS Girl 82 says hey officer, do you need some tissue?
That's forgot.
Fearless Mar 23 says what happened John? DJ Skinny Steve says Sector JG is cursed. Gamerage _zone says not her department, so she can do it if she wants.
I tried to give him a field
Texas
sobriety.
Man the Legend says officer, don't worry, Brandon Wrecker service is on the way. Emerald says stay off the block good. Gunnisage says we need to braidalize that light pole.
Yeah.
Manmom 2024 says do we need to conduct a field sobriety test John Law?
I tried, he
A
refused.
Ross 2K19 says if that's a citizen they are getting a sobriety check.
Yeah. I tried. He refused my test. That's why I was asking him to look at my finger for a minute.
Amberlamon says he did refuse.
Yeah, he...
Next 12 says John offer him a ride.
All right, let me ask him if he needs a ride. Yeah, we could offer him a ride. That's what we normally do in this situation. No more solo. I know. I can't do it. Do you need a ride or you got one? Okay, you're good. Merry Christmas, man. He's got a ride. No, here's the reason Richwood came. If you have a fleet accident, they have to have another agency investigate it. So that's why they're not doing their own report. They have to have someone else do it.
Amberlamon says goddamn.
Yeah, if you have a fleet accident, you have to have someone else
Chapter 1086 says he will be in a bad mood for a while now because he has to drive a Ford. Lowell. Bargain Bastage says, wow, you have balls. Chastity _GA says, what happened, John?
I think that pole...
Texas Man Intelligent says, tell that light pole to quit resisting.
That's right.
A Ross 2K19 says, will they drug test him?
I'm not sure. I don't know what their policy is.
Sorith Pang 8046 says, which tow truck coming, sir?
I'm not sure.
Mets 12 says, do we need Homeboys trucking service to come by?
No, I think it'd be good.
Kim Turner 88 says, hey, Officer John has his own ride and recovery service.
Stop it. That was only one day only.
DJ Skinny Steve says, does this hurt the pole?
The pole didn't win. The pole won, I think. I believe the pole won. If I had to guess. Hey, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't because I was following him around.
Mets 12 says, now to Sweeney.
I can't get there.
Texas Man Intelligent says, see notes for how much the taxpayers are going to pay for this.
Right. It'll be the Texas Municipal League. Insurance.
Jack Asper says, This is the best stop of the night.
You know,
Sorith, Pang 8046 says yes. The service called John Gray.
honestly, that guy's usually pretty cool with
Kim
me.
Turner 88 says, other day it was rogue shopping carts and today rogue lamppost.
Yeah. So that,
Coca says, will they reprimand him? Amma Lemon says, they know how much we're in.
well, actually, that cop is kind of cool with usually,
2K19
always.
says, John, the best line was that will buff right out LOL. Michelle 210 says, sweet need. Team Element says, Tony Deal made a 3 just cheered 20 bits.
Thank you for the 20 bits.
Gunnisage says, maybe he is colorblind to yellow and blind for poles.
How fast was he going that the tire fell off, though?
Mets 12 says, what was you saying about him?
Oh, he's usually always cool.
Texas Mantheligen says, I feel that not telling him that he couldn't park there was an opportunity missed.
Yeah, no, I thought about it, but if that had been 6'8" or 218,
Cindy 1970 says, evening and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. If that would have
Amma
been,
Lemon says, where was he going?
not sure. He tried to. I'm gonna go back and watch the video again because he told the story.
The homeless
But I
mama
couldn't
says,
hear.
I think he was very upset with himself.
Yeah, he was. He was. I didn't feel good about making fun. So. Especially on Christmas.
Dean Vincent Music says, I noticed he tried his best not to laugh when you asked to look at your finger. Texas to 07 just followed on Kick.
Thank you so much. We got a follower on Kick.
DJ Skinny Steve says, looks like he was zooming around that pole, got too close, and contacted the base with the tire.
Oh.
Texas Mantheligen says, muting us during that name and badge number.
Yeah, because I know what you
Lil
guys would've
Danilin
said.
says, his swing arm broke probably. That happened to my work car. Kim Turner 88 says, fell off it departed, LOL understatement of century. Kakasper says, that have dubbed date night. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Thank you so much.
Mets 12 says, if that was the guy that told you to get a job, what would you tell him?
Oh, I would have had more fun.
Gamma Rage _ Zone says, if it's not a Dodge, then he can't ram it. No wonder the car is shit as all hell. Alexis Kilburn 04 says, he could have been in his phone. Soritpung 8046 says, what is the tire pressure number?
We got empty because the TPM couldn't work, and we got 31, 37, and 33.
Are you still on thing?
But they were so mad that I pulled up.
Stream Element says, Tony Deal Mida 3 just cheered 4 bits.
With the 4 bits, thank you, Tony.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
In terms of confirmed, looking back to 2013 Monday riding color, expiration August.
Thank you for the follow.
Mets 12 says, dang, that's why they need to stay off your block.
Right. Stay off my block, Sector JG.
Kim Turner 88 says, he was trying to do some pole dancing, he forgot he was in a car.
Oh.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Why does he keep repeating that?
Gamarage _ Zone says, we should be happy that whoever is a C notes and uses that car has no car, no.
That's right.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Are these different
Dean
accounts?
Vincent Music says, I wonder if after he did that he thought, damn, I hope John don't pull up, LLL.
Yeah.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Are these different accounts, or is it? Do I have a bug?
Mantheligen says, can't wait for this incident report. Was scanning the perimeter for suspicious activity when a light pole seemingly drifted into my blind spot, resulting in an unscheduled equipment durability test for my driver's side front tire. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Do I have a bug?
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Let me look at Kick.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Gamarage underscore zone says, God damn, how many times to say it? 6, 7 times.
That's what I want to know. Is it a bug or is it a follow bot?
Hey, can you show me checking area?
Are they separate accounts? Are they different accounts, or do I have a bug in the
Charlie Clark
TTS?
just followed on Kick. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Texas Manthelogen says, BTW, I managed to get the shout out completed.
Very good, thank you.
Kim Turner 88 says, you have a bug.
Oh, okay.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Dean Vincent Music says, I think it's funny the voice changes every time it says it LOL.
It's definitely
Gamarage underscore zone says, your mom about to be next to watch the TTS for it.
That's right.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Leslie Swaggy says, IDK, but I think Charlie followed on Kick. I don't know for sure.
I don't know for sure.
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
Newer model.
Let me look here. I'm gonna turn this down, turn the other one up, see if it does the same thing.
Paul, Charles, Henry.
Michelle 210 says we don't have a mod.
035 vehicles driven all over the roadway, went off-roading, driving on the lane. We're going to clear 2322.
Kim Turner 88 says I'm not so sure but think he might be a follower.
Maybe.
Gamerage underscore zone says holy shit this is funny. Leslie Swaggy says thank you Charlie for following.
Thank you, Charlie.
Pamela Jackson says I am here but I only see it once.
See it once, okay.
Mets 12 says I guess he wants you to know that he followed on Kick. Michelle 210 says okay Pam's here.
I'm gonna see if the other one is still doing it.
Gunnysage says why does George have to be so aggressive about Kick follows? Texas Man the Legend says I'm a mod but I'm not sure the path to fix it. Michelle 210 says
Texas Man the Legend says I'm a mod but I'm not sure the path to fix it.
I don't think you can. It's Kickbot that's doing
88
it.
says TT's is shouting lol.
Yeah, I think it's
Michelle 210 says it only says it once.
Okay.
Leslie Swaggy says let's go to Angleton.
We were just
Charlie
there.
Clark just followed on Kick. Kim Turner 88 says, ooh, cop off-roading LOL. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Leslie Swaggy says, oh, haha, never mind.
So it's Kickbot that's sending the message over and over and over again.
Michelle 210 says LOL. Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Dean Vincent Music says, John, there's a fog coming into Angleton now.
Yeah, I know that we were.
Pamela Jackson says, babe, it's a bug for sure.
Okay. So what
Charlie Clark just followed on Kick.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the YouTube and Kick stream and then I'll start it again.
Gamerage underscore zone says, that follow is getting sexy. You better stop, big boy.
I'm gonna
Charlie
stop.
Clark just followed on Kick.
I'm gonna stop the stream and restart the
Dean
stream.
Vincent Music says, why is it changing the voice each time LOL?
That's what it's supposed to do.
Leslie Swaggy says, Charlie Clark just followed on Kick. Michelle
Right.
210 says, okay.
I'm gonna stop the stream
Bargain
only on
Bastard
YouTube
says
and
TTS is wildly excited about this follow.
he really is. Hold on, guys.
Gilburn 04
Marvelous
says,
Hannibal
maybe it will
audio
boost the page
showing
with that
not
many
eligible.
comments.
Expired.